What up, y'all? What's up? Been a minute since I've been on camera though. But as you see, y'all think that nigga Charlamagne was wrong for that shit? I mean, we all heard the mixtape. You know, it's been out for a couple days now. Even if you go back to it, you know what I mean? It's not what No Ceilings was. But I do feel like, you know what I mean? I mean, you can't just outright call it trash though at the one listen though. You know what I mean? You had to at least hear it 3 times. Even us reviewers. I mean, I listened to it a couple times, but it just didn't give you that oomph that we was looking for. But if you really listen to it for the lyrics, some of them songs he do got lyrics on the motherfuckers. I will, admit that shit. But damn, the Twitter back and forth, that shit was crazy. It's like, I mean, Jay Mills said what he said, you know what I mean, and McMahon said what he said, but it seemed like these niggas like really hurt over that shit. And the crazy, this is what I feel like, man. Niggas can't sit here and act like Wayne is still that top nigga. Like, I'm a fan of Wayne, just like, a couple other people on YouTube, Sever Bond, and, so forth and so on. But we all feel the same way. It's like, man, Wayne putting out half-ass music, unless he doing this shit just to hold over, until the Car 5 drop. But that shit shouldn't have been called No Ceilings. You don't take something so dope and just fuck over it. You know what I mean? You took a classic mixtape and just used the name and it didn't work. You know what I mean? So at the same time, I mean, I can't front. Like, I listen to No Ceilings 1 way more than I listen to this shit. I go back to it, but it's just like, it's really nothing there. You know what I mean? As far as the auto tune and the beats, that's another thing I'm about to get into. And shout out to bro that actually, you know what I'm saying, let me know that shit. And yeah, if that's true, then the reason why it sound like the way it sound on some of them songs is y'all fault. It's the fans' fault. You feel me? And I'm gonna iterate on that in a minute. But I just feel like Charlamagne shouldn't have just jumped out the window and said it's trash. Now, yeah, Fab had the best project that came out. You had Yo Gotti dropped the project and so many other people, but Fab had the best shit. You know what I mean? I think Buck and 50 Bar dropped some shit, but at the same time, for that day, that weekend, Fab had it on lock. You know what I'm saying? But as far as No Ceilings,
Let's
so
talk
from
about
what I
that.
hear, Wayne somehow, I guess it was on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, wherever, however he did it, he asked the fans what beats you want him to get on and destroy. And you trying to tell me you motherfuckers picked the weakest songs? Like, that's crazy. Out of all the fucking records that he could have got on, y'all niggas picked some of the sorriest fucking beats. Why would you take a song off the Weekend album? But then, bitch, that he's singing and shit. What else could he do on it? I was going through the just different albums and shit. Not even from this year. Some from this year, some from last year. Just different beats that I would have liked this nigga to get on. You know what I really wanted him to get on? Like, you know what I mean? As far as production, I'm gonna just say one record, Rap God. I think he should have tackled that beat. Definitely. I mean, you pick My Name Is, that's cool, but I was listening to the production last night, listened to the instrumental, then listened to the song. Wayne would have spazzed on that shit. The old, y'all know that old Wayne, that, trust me, he would have went in on that record. What was another shit I was listening to? I wrote this shit down somewhere. I'll probably do a video about that too. Like the 15 records that I think Wayne should have got on. Not just out of this year, just period. You know what I mean? In the last 5 years. But if the fans had a picking in production, why would y'all pick those records though? You know what I mean? The point of him getting on beats was like Billboard. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well look at what's on Billboard and have him get on records like that. The back to back shit was weak. You know what I mean? That was too easy. Where You At? That shit was, it was easy. Like, y'all didn't give him no type of challenge, you know what I mean, to even show his capabilities. Like, we all love Glory from Free Weezy album, right? We wanted that Wayne. Why y'all didn't pick production like that? I mean, not just on the fans, but even his team too. Like, I would have been in there like, man, come on. That shit too easy. It don't sound right. But at the end of the day, Wayne's the boss, so how can you tell the boss no? That's the reason why you have Yes Man in your crew. And I feel Wayne do in a way have Yes Man in his crew, but I still don't feel like at the same time McMahon and Jay Mills really had to go that hard at, you know, Charlemagne for speaking his opinion, because we all have an opinion when it comes to music. But I mean, it just seemed like he just judged it off one listen. Now that's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even review the shit the day it came out. I don't think. You know what I mean? You had to. I listened to that shit last. You know what I mean? You had to at least sit with it and listen. But Wayne gives you a feeling when you hear his music that it's dope or it's not. So I won't even sit there and act like it was all that, because it wasn't. You know what I mean? I tried to listen to it the other night, and it's just like you're gonna go back to certain songs. You know what I mean, that you fuck with, you dig. But I mean, this Mac Main and J Mill shit is crazy. I still ain't listening to J Mill shit. You know what I mean? People be like, "Oh, this shit trash." J Mill can spit. Like, he had bars. You know what I'm saying? Him and J.R. Ryder, like, they had a classic battle back in the day. But I just feel like, man, don't. I don't know. I feel like Wayne should say something instead of, you know, those niggas. At the end of the day, Wayne, you still a celebrity, yeah, but you can go to the Breakfast Club. I don't know why you niggas act like because they have an opinion, y'all scared to go up there. Like, go up there and, you know, face to face to that nigga, you know, and see why he feel the way he feel. Wayne, I don't think he know how to take criticism well, and that's the sad part. If you really feel like you gave it your all, then fine, we accept that. But if you know in your heart you didn't give it your all on that mixtape or any music you've been putting out, I mean, that's 3 projects and all of them. I mean, I'll give you Sorry for the Wait too, just because he actually talked about personal shit. But I don't know what y'all feel about this shit. I thought that shit was crazy. Like, I heard about it, like, you know, seen the tweets and shit last night and was like, wow, maybe I should talk about this shit. Maybe I shouldn't, but I don't know. I feel like Wayne should say something instead of, you know, the lackeys coming to his defense. You dig? I mean, nobody say nothing to Pusha T when he put that record out, Untouchable. He threw a blatant shot at Wayne. Nobody said nothing. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm out this bitch. Shout out to everybody. We hit 3,400. You know, thanks. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I at least thought I would hit 5,000 before the year up, but I don't know. So, we'll see if this channel's still here in 2016. One.